मुझे लगता है कि ये विरोध और ये जो तीव्रता है, इसकी उम्र 4 जून तक है। 4 जून के बाद न उनकी हैसियत होगी, न उनका हौसला होगा। सिर्फ और सिर्फ मेरे देश की ताकत होगी, मेरे देश का सामर्थ्य होगा, मेरे देश के लोकतंत्र का सामर्थ्य होगा। और ये जो भी है, मैं देख रहा हूं पूरी दुनिया भारत के चुनाव को इन्फ्लुएंस करने के लिए कोशिश कर रही है, जो कि उनको नहीं करना चाहिए। ये वो अपना ओपिनियन नहीं दे रहे हैं, अपना कमेंट नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन भारत में इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं कर पाएंगे।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What you just saw was an interview that Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave to me 29 days before the 2024 general elections. You just heard him say there is an attempt from the world to influence our elections. They are not just giving their opinions but trying to influence our elections. Then, 9 months later, in America, Elon Musk-led Doge uncovered a suspicious $21 million money trail from the Biden era to the entities in India in the name of increasing voter turnout. Today, the US President Donald Trump has said, why do we need to spend $21 million on India? I guess they were trying to get somebody else elected. We have got to tell the Indian government. आप chronology समझिए. Prime Minister Modi told me ahead of the elections that foreign powers were trying to rig Indian elections. Elon Musk confirmed that, yes indeed, Biden government and the deep state funneled funds into India, and today President Trump has vindicated Prime Minister Modi, saying someone in the United States didn't want Modi to return to power. Yes, we still don't know who were the recipients of the $21 million. What did they use this fund for? But what we do know is that after Prime Minister Modi's warning, President Trump said that there was a foreign plot to defeat Prime Minister Modi in 2024. So who would benefit if Prime Minister Modi lost the 2024 elections? Listen in to President Trump and decide.
What do we need to spend $21 million for voter turnout in India? Wow, $21 million. I guess they were trying to get somebody else elected. Well, we ought to tell the Indian government this is a total breakthrough. I have a lot of respect for India. I have a lot of respect for the Prime Minister. He just left, as you know, 2 days ago. But we're giving $21 million for voter turnout. It's voter turnout in India. What about, like, voter turnout here?
Again, let me explain the chronology. USAID was funneling in money to both NGOs in India and the Indian government over decades. Top government sources have told Times Now that under the UPA era from 2004 to 2013, USAID gave $204 million to the Indian government. But under the NDA era, the Indian government till 2015 received 1.51 million, after which sources say that the funding just dried up. Incidentally, the funding to NGOs was lower under the UPA era but spiked up under the NDA era. You can see the breakup on your screens, which shows that it went from over $2,100 million to $2,500 million in this time period. Is this why this statement by Trump has stirred a hornet's nest in the Samvidhan Bachao ecosystem? Congress's Jairam Ramesh called it nonsensical and demanded a white paper on the money trail from USAID, while Omar Abdullah demanded sabut. But the BJP says that Congress, fearing defeat, used foreign funds to plot Modi's downfall. Watch the war of words.
जनता उनको अगर वोट नहीं देती तो वो षड्यंत्र करके विदेशी पैसा भारत के चुनाव को प्रभावित करने में लगे, ये काम करते हैं और भारत के लोकतंत्र को बदनाम करते हैं।
फॉरेन इंटरफेरेंस की फिलहाल कोई सबूत तो नजर नहीं आ रही है। हमें तो ना पता है, इलेक्शन कमीशन को फिर इस चीज़ का जवाब देना होगा। क्या हमारे इलेक्शंस में कहीं पे फॉरेन इंटरफेरेंस हुआ है? क्योंकि अभी तक तो हम मान के चल रहे हैं कि हमारे इलेक्शन जो है फ्री और फेयर रहे हैं। अब अगर इस तरह की कोई बात आई है तो इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया इसमें सफाई दे।
Then where is it that the current President Trump is getting his information from? For example, he has been known to make, sometimes very preposterous statements without any fact or anything to confirm.
अब आप ये भी क्रोनोलॉजी समझिए। In May 2023, IFES, funded by Modi beta George Soros, published a paper on the role of Dalits in elections. You can see it on your screens. Then, the same year, Rahul Gandhi talked about Jitni Abadi Utna Haq. From Bharat Jodo, Rahul Gandhi pivoted to become the Dalit champion in India. Protests and debates were held from the parliament to the streets. Was it a mere coincidence? Now watch how Rahul Gandhi in the past sought foreign intervention while Manishankar Iyer went to Pakistan and said that Prime Minister Modi must be removed. Their words speak louder than the $25 million.
Indian democracy is a public good. And if you're looking at the democratic structure, it is the single most important public good. It's the largest. It's 3 or 4 times the size of the United States in terms of numbers. The so-called defenders of democracy, which are the United States, European countries, seem to just be oblivious that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone.
अभी क्या करने की जरूरत है इंडिया पाकिस्तान को ताकि ये पैसे खत्म?
पहले तो मोदी को निकालो।
पहले मोदी को
नहीं तो बात आगे बढ़ने वाली नहीं है।
But is there a foreign hand in America working against Prime Minister Modi? Let's get you a fact check. In 2005, US government cancelled Modi's visa when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat over post-Godhra riots. No such action was taken against any other Congress Prime Minister or Chief Minister after riots during their regime. In 2015, Obama lectured India saying India will succeed only when it celebrates people like Shah Rukh Khan, Milkha Singh and Mary Kom. In 2019, Kamala Harris said we must remind Kashmiris that they are not alone. We will intervene if the situation demands. When Modi addressed the United States Congress, 6 Democrat MPs boycotted his speech. 70 House and Senate Democrats wrote to Biden in 2023 asking him to press upon Modi to protect rights and democracy in India. Why are India's internal matters a concern for Americans? And did they have puppets in India through whom they wanted to push out this narrative? Well, so let me ask the Motorola $21 million question. Who sold the Desh to defeat Modi? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.